Hi, this is Survivor from Scrappy Mania, and today I'm going to show you how to create your own designer paper using some watercolor pencils. And the pencils that I'm using here are the Prismacolor pencil, the set of 12, and also using watercolor paper, which I found at Hobby Lobby, and it's 12 by 12, so I didn't have to cut it down. I used it straight from the paper pad, and actually um, it is asset free, so these are good for your layouts. So I'm applying a technique that I've learned from the Frugal Crafter, and she teaches you how to paint. So I'll put a link to her channel because I have been learning a lot from her. She actually has been encouraging me by watching her channel. I have been encouraged to kind of try mixed media painting, being more artistic and trying to create my own embellishments and my own designs instead of buying a lot of products out there. So here, one of her tutorials is creating these roses. Now, mine are not as perfect as hers. Hers are very, very nice, but I do like how mine came out with just a little wavy circle shape, and then just putting some accents to simulate leaves, and then going over it again with my watercolor um, pencil. As you can see there, you're just going to put some more accents and some wavy lines, and I think they came out pretty nice. I do like how my page comes out at the end. So I'm using just a regular hair dryer. This hair dryer is a small portable one that I purchased when I go on travel. So I did take it out of my suitcase, and I'm going to be using that for crafting and drying my my papers instead of the heat tool, because my heat tool gets a little too hot, and the hair dryer is just perfect for drying up regular paper. So here I created a mask because I wanted that dress form to kind of look like it was behind a flower. And then I'm just going to go over it with my marker because I wanted to have it very dark. And I really like this Archival ink. Look how dark that black is. It really works very well. So then I went over it with, I took my pen. I have a black thin pen, and I went over it, over the lines. And then, excuse me, another technique that I've been watching, because I've been in this mixed media craze. I'm I'm using my soft pastels to with water, blending it with water, and then using it for the background. And also, I wet my paint with a lot of water and used and dipped it into the soft pastels and just sprinkled it around the page, as you can see there. And it works very well. At the end, I do go over with a fixative, and I use regular plain hairspray as a fixative to make sure, because when you do use soft pastel as your with water, it does come off a little bit on your hand. So if you have some type of fixative, it will keep it on the paper and doesn't transfer to your hand. So I wanted to put a that little stamp doily behind my dress form and the flowers, and I'm going to be using neon pink. Now, it would have been better off with a darker red color as my ink of choice, but that's okay. It still looks okay once I finish the whole page, and you'll see the end product. It looks okay, but if you're gonna do this similar type of page, um, you may wanna use a dark red. So here I'm going outlining the edges with my thin marker. And I like doing a lot of that. When I do my own homemade paper, I like to outline the edges. And here I'm using the hairspray to kind of go over it and make sure that it doesn't rub off. So here's my page. And then I decided I needed something else. Actually, first I needed to flatten it out because it was curving. As you can see, um, it was warping a little bit. So I have this craft iron that I keep in my craft room, and I also have this ironing board that I created just using a piece of um, board and some batting, and just cover it with some fabric, and that's my fabric ironing board. So there's my page. However, I do change it up a little. I decided it needed some kind of background, so I am kind of taking off about 1/4 of an inch on one on each, well, actually a total of 1/4 of an inch throughout. I just wanted a small little um, frame, so that way when I framed it onto this black cardstock, it just the background peaked a little bit. So here again, I'm going over it with my pen, and I just think that this background, the base paper that I used to frame it, just gave it a pop, because in a moment what I wanted to do is I wanted to cut a 5 by 7 mat, and then the black paper is actually a 1/4 inch, a little more. It's like 5 1/4 by 7 1/4, just to give it a little bit of peak, also a little framing. And here I'm done with my page, and it's only waiting for a picture, a title, and I think it will come out very nice. So let me show you up close and personal the page, and it just looks like any other page that you would buy at a store, but you created it yourself, and it's not that hard to do. So I hope you liked this video, and thank you for watching. Bye now.